following podcast may contain some adult language. You've been warned.
Welcome to Finding the Narrative, Genesys RPG Podcast. This is a show dedicated to the Genesys Role Playing System, created by Fantasy Flight Games and produced by Edge Studio. A show in which we, your hosts, discuss all things Genesys from both the players and a GM's perspective. Normally, however, today is one of our actual play sessions. I am Tony Fanning, and with me, as always, are my good friends and co-hosts, Chris Holmes, Stefan Dragonspawn, and we are joined also again by my son, Sean. How we doing, fellas? Starting with you, homie.
Oh, I'm doing great. Been doing a bit of board gaming in the last couple days. However, I must tell you, was able to play Icarus, died a whole new fucking way I never knew I could, other than being mauled by a bear. That's a survival game. Got struck by fucking lightning. Saw my guy just fall down to the ground. I'm like, all right, that was new. Anyways, got the Dice Throne Adventures game. That was fun. Been playing that kind of solo a little bit, but
yeah, Daryl got me that. So go ahead.
Did he? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You're gonna enjoy it, Stefan, if you haven't started playing it already. And I was just at Fantasy Flight Games today, about 2 hours ago, and yeah, I bought Arkham Horror and 2 expansions. Fuck. Thanks, Mark, you bastard.
Down the rabbit hole he goes.
Down the rabbit hole I go. I go over there for New Year's. Had a ton of fun playing. We owe him and his family. And then playing it online last night with my buddies. Gonna continue again Tuesday night because we didn't finish it because it's one of those games, as everybody knows. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Having fun. Stefan.
Yeah. Oh, me, I'm doing great as well. I got Daryl had bought me last year at fall the Dice Throne Adventures game as well, and we actually played a game when we did our own little cabin con up here with Cody and Emma, came from Toronto, and we tried it out. It's like, oh, I got all of these guys addicted to Dice Thrones. They all love it.
Yeah.
So that is a really fun game, and even the adventures is nice. So it's a big setup, but once you get it down, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. So I'm really stoked for this, and the actual play for tonight. So how about you, Tony? How are you doing?
It's been a long 2 weeks, man. The night after we recorded our last show, or the next morning, I totaled my Jeep on the way to work.
All right.
Totally just wrapped it around a telephone pole, almost ended up in a lake. Thankfully, I was hung up on a chain link fence that prevented me from going over that edge into a lake.
Black ice, the great equalizer.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
no
didn't matter how much four-wheel drive I had.
Yep.
Black ice at 45 mile an hour. And
those damn telephone poles, they're all treacherous, just leaping out at you.
Went from going fine, moving along, 15 minutes into my hour-long drive to work, and all of a sudden just lost complete control. So, nice thing is I walked away from it.
For that.
And so got a week coming up here this next week off to go car shopping and whatnot. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
It went really extra thick bumpers all around the car.
So I haven't been spending any money. I've just been sitting around playing all the existing things I have, which meant playing a lot of Outriders on PC.
Cool.
Who, if anyone knows, is basically Salvage, the video game. It is pretty much the same storyline as the Salvage setting for Genesys.
Right.
So if it's really fun. I enjoy playing it. But how about you, Sean? What have you been up to, kiddo?
Working and playing some video games. I think the biggest video game I've been focusing on, I've been replaying my way through Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Rise of the Sith Lords. Because
nice.
I had an itch to play a Star Wars game, and I was like, you know what? I haven't played that in a while, so I've been playing it. And then I've also been playing Fallout 76 with my friend because they wanted to get back into playing it. So I was like, all right, I'll join.
Awesome.
Very good.
All right, so this is episode 94. This is our first actual play of Dragonstar, and we're going to let Stefan take over.
All right. So I'm switching it up. Surprise on you guys. We're not playing Dragonstar. We're in memory of Betty White. We're playing Golden Girls Genesys. No, that's not.
I want to be the slutty one. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Go out of my shell here.
Exactly. Out of your comfort zone. No. We're going back to Dragonstar. Yes. But before we go into it, I just wanted to mention today on our Twitter account, someone started following our Genesys Finding the Narrative account called The Old World, Grim and Perilous, which is the unofficial fan-made expansion of Warhammer Fantasy RPG for Genesys. So these people have worked on a conversion or adaptation, whatever you want to call it, to adapt Warhammer setting to the Genesys RPG system.
They've Genesysized it.
Exactly. Yes.
If there was more than one Genesys game running, would it be called a genocide?
Maybe genocide. No, hopefully not. But they've got great artwork. They've got a Facebook page and a Twitter presence. So we can include that in the show notes if you guys want to check it out. If not, if you don't want to wait until the show comes out, simply go on Facebook if you can on The Old World, double period there and Grim and Perilous, and you can find it. They've got some pretty good stuff coming out, high quality stuff.
What if they can't wait till this show comes out? Dude, they're listening to it right now.
Yeah, but
they would have gone to the website and seen the link. What the fuck?
I'm just talking metaphysics.
Love you, Stefan.
I'm half drunk, so get off my back.
He's only halfway there. Let's get him
You're only halfway there. Come on, man. Finish that drink, motherfucker.
He's only mostly drunk. He's not fully drunk.
I'm not so think as you drunk I am.
That's what you get for running a game with Tony and I as players. Ha! Here it goes.
I swear to drunk I'm not God, Ossifer.
What?
All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right.
So shall we do character introductions to start?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I will be playing Brungo Flack, also known as Cookie. He is the Orc martial artist monk. He is an aspiring sushi chef. Comes from an Oriental culture. He's got big dreams. He wants to join and work on the Adamantium Chef galactic TV series. That's his big dream. All goals lead to that. In the meantime, he'll thunk some skulls and do what needs to be done. It's always expected of orcs to thunk a few skulls. People who notice Cookie notices that he tends to eat his feelings. And so he's almost always got a snack tucked in his kimono. Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Good.
But he's a large presence, so he'll be sticking out.
He's the Oric. He's the Oric in the room.
Yes.
Comes from the far east section of the Galactic Empire.
He's always in the front of the fray, but when it comes to social situations, not so much. He gets embarrassed easily. So mainly because of his weight. He's definitely not in his martial arts prime. Think Beverly Hills Ninja in a kimono.
Very good. Although it's okay, black is very slimming. So.
Oh crap! It is. I wear burgundy. Oh no. So
Good,
that's
Sean.
Rungo.
Good, Sean.
Yes, Sean.
I am playing Hatru the Trapper, a kobold mechanic who has a particular obsession with making traps. He seeks to be a well-known trap maker, one of the best out there, but he's got a few problems that keep him from succeeding at that.
Mainly that he steals from all his clients.
I don't mean to take for them. They just leave things sitting out, and then they end up in his pockets.
It requires.
He's got deep pockets. What do you expect?
He's got roving eyes and hands.
That's all right. We just say he's got the clap because he's a kleptomaniac, right? Is that what you call that?
Oh God.
Klepto. His most prized possession that he keeps in pristine condition are his magnetic gloves and boots.
It's trapper, not
Those are his best possession.
Nice.
excellent.
Well, I'm playing Udo. He's a like a barbarian scout. Comes from a rich, powerful family that invented a new dire rabbit thumper caller on this backwater planet named Amalamba. Amalamba. See, I can't even fucking say it.
Never says it the same.
I'm
way
never going to
twice.
say it the same. But you know what? We don't have to say it the same because who the fuck cares where I come from? Damn it.
It's a backwater world, anyway.
It's a backwater world anyway. Who the hell knows? But you know what? You know what I'm trying to do? I will find Cookie a creature somewhere in there's a creature out there that
Something.
will that damn yakitori sauce that he uses in all that food
Oh,
will not
it's
make it taste good.
teriyaki. Ugh.
Oh, teriyaki. Oh, I thought it was yakitori. Whatever the hell you use. There is a creature out there that sauce won't do it. I'm gonna find it. One of these days, I will find it.
This unicorn actually doesn't taste good, but the creature you seek does not exist.
I don't. You know what? I don't buy that. We'll find it. Don't worry. We'll find it someday. But yeah, Udo is a big he's like a half dragon, brass half dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So from Amalamba 6.
Amalamba 6. It used to be 5, but then something happened and it moved it further out of the system. So
Well, we don't count well.
Nope.
So every once in a while, I think we just change it.
and then it moves back again. So
Right.
5 or 6. So. It's one of those.
So.
Excellent.
All right.
So, and I'm Stefan, your GM, who will be playing everyone else.
Yeah, you will.
And I hope that some of our listeners have listened to our previous episode where the advantageous threat, I sort of did a little little intro to this or prelude to this adventure where at least Udo and Rungo were introduced initially. So they rescued or found their contact on Galabdur Drift and managed to get him back to their ship, the Peekaboo, and back to the throne world of Lady Perleon and her seneschal for more debriefing. So we can continue on from there. So let's go. All right. So you guys have brought back a gnome who was for a while shape-changed into a 6-legged, greenish-furred, ferret-like creature. He was disguised like this to help him avoid detection for a while. You got him on the ship. He had some valuable information. This gnome is also a druid and spy called Koban Worsk, kind of a private detective, known in some circles. And so you're back on the throne world of Lady Perleon's home, and you're getting debriefed. So with all the information going on, something has happened. Coben found out that a very small, recently discovered world was attacked by unknown forces. System called the Beltarian system. And no, the Empire officially has declared it off limits. No one's supposed to go there anymore. And he discovered that a messenger, an elven messenger with her own ship, had delivered recently a message packet to the local governor. She managed to make her delivery. And as she left the planet, she just before she made a jump with her Starcaster, which is basically a hyperspace jump drive kind of thing, she witnessed the world being attacked and narrowly escaped detection and made her way back to Imperial control space. She tried to get as much information as possible before she left, but when she tried to report this, she was accused of stealing this important parcel, tried and found guilty very, very, very quickly, and sent to a place called the Shattered Stone, or just Stone for short. So Coben found out where she's being kept, because she probably knows where this star system is and who attacked it.
Now, bear with me here, because I just want to share this. Not all of our listeners know about Dragonstar as a setting. Now, there's this large galactic empire that is called the Dragon Empire. It's this galactic government that's run by 10 houses of dragons. Mm-hmm. They all agreed to do it. Half of the empire is called Kezemet, which is the good aligned metallic dragons.
Yep.
And half of the empire is Azzmodeus, which is the chromatic or evil dragons. And they were once at a huge war, but then they came to peace by deciding that each dragon house would rule for 100 years?
1,000 years.
1,000 years. So
cycle.
We've just passed the 5,000 years of Kezemet dragon rule with the gold, the silver, the copper, the brass, and the bronze dragons. And now we've entered...
Just recently the copper, who then relinquished control to the new age of the... Go ahead, Tony.
The Red Dragon Mezenbone, Dragon Emperor. And he's slowly made changes to the Empire, that there's now a Drow secret police, the ISP.
The ISPD, yeah. The Imperial Secret Police Protectorate Directorate.
Oh, that's who was after our two characters in the our little advantageous threats.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is pretty much the known galaxy, right? So if there's a threat that's external, that's not part of this, it's probably from outside the galaxy.
Outside the galaxy, or a place called the Void, which is like, if you look at the map with the spiral kind of galaxy, they have it separated into 10 thin pie-shaped. So each section is associated with one house, one of the chromatic or metallic dragons. And above that, galactic-wise, above the map, invisible to the map, is called the Void. Almost a black spot of null, of nothing, where lots of things apparently have come from. Some people have tried to explore it. Some of the things that they found was creatures that are humanoid but have squid-like heads and can read thoughts and other things and eat your brains.
But we've just come from
almost like they're trying to flay for minds, then, huh?
Exactly.
Wow, that's.
We've just basically come from 5,000 years of peace, and any invader is going to be like really bad news for the Empire.
Well, and even with the 5,000 years under the good dragons, there was a lot of backstabbing, and sometimes even within 1,000 years. Oh yeah, there's lots of changes. Some even gold dragons, silver dragons have changed hands.
I wonder why they didn't do. I wonder why they didn't alternate it. 1,000 for good, 1,000 from one of the bad, or you know what I mean. I wonder why they didn't do that in the set when they created the setting.
I don't know.
That's something else.
Yeah, that would be something else. But the first dragons decided that 5,000 years just to settle everything, to make sure everything is nice and ordered, before handing it over to the bad dragons or the chromatic dragons. But whatever wisdom prevailed, that's how they decided to do it. There was a few centuries of haggling on how to do it and who would be in power first. So. But even under the gold dragon, there was a lot of maneuvering, and it wasn't always peaceful. So maybe not as bloody, but who knows what's going to come up.
It's better than all-out war.
Mm-hmm.
And this is effectively kind of a futuristic kind of the D&D in space, if you will, because you'll hear some of the familiar races, yet unfamiliar.
Yeah, monster races. You can still have giants and beholders and displacer beasts, all the other little iconic creatures that can be found, Medusa, etc. Okay. And a few ones as well.
Right on. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah. Thanks for the overview there, Tony. I appreciate that.
Well, I didn't feel like Stefan should have to give all of the information dump.
No.
I've given up some information here and there on previous shows, and maybe some people have heard of Dragonstar. But
you've talked about Dragonstar before?
A couple of times.
I don't remember.
No? All right.
All right.
So we're in the Red Age, they call, about 100 years in. Okay. And other than the ISPD and the Drow being put into positions of prominence, there hasn't been too much changes yet, but people are still worried that things could go sideways, and there's still 900 years at least ahead, so who knows what's going to happen. And of course, the Red Dragon Mezenbone definitely worships the Tiamat, both the dragon that epitomizes the destruction and war. So who knows what's going to happen there. So right now, though,
is that the state religion now, or
the official Dragon Empire religion is kind of a dualist religion where you've got just two gods, Bahamut, which is the god that the platinum dragon that the good dragons worship, and Tiamat. But there is a whole other kind of a pantheon, which are just separated into 12 almost like proto-deities or deity archetypes, where there could be the warrior, the judge, the mother, there's a few others, which, one planet might call their god Thor, the other one might just call him the thunder god Talos, another planet would be slightly different. But they basically can be broken down when they're kind of accepted into the empire. Whatever name there can be, they're like aspects of.
I see. A great way of folding in existing religions into the current is to just describe to all the new backwater worlds that, your god is actually just an aspect of this god. Exactly.
Or it's a combination of these aspects.
Got it.
That's right. Just dumb it down for us. We'll get it.
Well, yeah, Mezenbone definitely worships the Reaper and the warrior aspects.
I see. Okay.
But Tiamat incorporates, there's also one called the Dualist, which is the creator and adversary, but that's simplified. But the official religion of the empire is Bahamut and Tiamat.
Got it.
So Bahamut combines the domains of the father, the judge, the magus, and the smith, whereas Tiamat, she's the goddess that epitomizes the destroyer, the reaper, the trickster, and the warrior. And Mezenbone definitely worships her very devoutly.
Okay.
I was just told to go to church on Sundays. I really didn't pay attention. So
Other people tend to follow the yoke of their rulers, so I guess I pray to whomever is in charge. Their God.
Well, I just pray nothing happens to you there, Cookie, because I love your cooking.
Speaking
I
of,
pray to
making a
whoever
fresh
helps me
dim
make
sum
stuff.
for you guys.
Oh, love that.
It's cooking now.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Very good. Excellent. So, you guys have managed to get Corbin to safety aboard the little scout ship called the Peekaboo, an explorer slash scout ship. And so he's basically just telling you guys about how this elf was at the Beltarian system delivering a message packet, and as she left, the world was being destroyed by these dark gray, dark black ships coming out of nowhere. She'd never recognized them before. And when she came back to Imperial space and told the authorities, they didn't quite believe her. Some saying that she was either high or drunk or being a Kesemet sympathizer. So they quickly tried her and locked her up on the prison planet system called the Shattered Stone.
So there's no way we can get that her debriefing, her report. Then that's been kind of covered up, if you will, maybe.
Well, Coben managed to get some information.
What he was sharing with her, just making it out.
Yeah,
but
he
not
was
everything.
not everything. Her ship, the Tanager, the elves, a lot of elves have a tendency to create or not build ships, but grow ships, living ships. So the Tanager upon Summer Breeze is kind of a fast courier ship that this elf Lucina has. Lucina walks upon blades of grass is her official name. She's been sentenced to life in prison on the Shattered Stone, which basically is a death sentence.
For doing her job?
Basically,
Well, that fucking
so
sucks.
she must have some sensitive information because he says they haven't been able to find her ship. She
Well, that was
probably
going to be my next question.
yeah she
If that was impounded or whatever.
Coben investigated. They haven't been able to find where it is, so she must know where it is. It must
All
have
right.
lots in there, but only she knows about it. So he was able to find out where she is on this world, and your contact, of course, with the Seneschal of Lady Perleon, who's in charge of all intelligence gathering and investigations for the Kesemet side of the Empire. Well, she's a bronze dragon. Brass, right?
Yeah, brass.
You're
Same
brass
thing.
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So her Seneschal, Viscount Morcota, he's a half dragon as well, has asked. He had asked you to rescue Coben on Galibdur Drift, bring him back, and get his information. So
Now, are we just the only crew on this ship, or is there more to our ship's crew?
No, there's more. There was more. There was hackers and other members.
Probably a pilot and a captain who are responsible for getting us from place to place.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's right.
So
I don't fry a ship. I only cook.
I don't know either. I don't know how to fly a ship.
So I assume we're having this conversation in the galley as I'm cooking.
Oh, hell yeah. That's where I spend most of my time when I'm not messing with my sword. And
once you were back at the system of Jalm, which is another system in the house Aranath section of the Empire, Lord Markota is talking to you about this. He would like to engage your services for a little while longer if you can, try and get this Lucina elf. Try to find her on the Shattered Stone prison, to both a prison and mining world.
Right.
I do
Okay.
not think I will do well in the prison.
Oh,
They
we're going
only
to prison?
give 3 square meals a day.
I
They're-
don't
I
know
know
if
you
you
need-
know, but us kobolds don't do well with prison. We don't. No.
well,
I don't think they're asking you guys to get arrested. Shit, boys.
no, there's
God
different
damn.
ways. There's
Even I
different
know
ways.
that.
Exactly. Thank you, Udo. There are different ways we
Well-
can go about this. Our allies with the Tene trading company, Lady Kappa has allowed us to use some of her contacts as shipping supplies to and from the Shattered Stone prison system.
See.
There's ways to get in and out, depending on how you would prefer to try and retrieve Lucina. Coben was very good to trying to find out where she was being detained. The Shattered Stone is one of those worlds that towards the end of the Dragon Wars helped to try and end the war. It's a world where they deployed weapons of mass destruction, and now the planet is split into 4 very large pieces now that are very close to each other. It was very strategic location between the gold and blue dragons territories as a staging area for attacks upon one or the other. So at the end of the war, neither side trusted the other to have dragon troops on that planet. So instead, they have dwarves and Dwargar as running the planet as both mining and prison. It's a very rich planet of iron and adamantium.
Well,
So both sides have their own section of the planet of prison.
well, isn't it all about what she knows as much about as not so much about her herself, but what she knows? I mean, I think getting her out of there should be secondary. I think
Yes.
trying to get what she knows primary, and we have maybe their cook has issues, and maybe we send Cookie and his sous chef. Is he call that sous chef? I could be a sous chef. Go in there with
You know nothing about the cooking. You cannot be a sous chef. And I just go through a laundry list of activities.
Oh shit! I did it again. God damn it! Oh fuck! He's
You
gonna
know,
be on-
for a youngster like yourself, you are very
this
well versed in cooking knowledge. I approve.
Well, come on now. Look at this gut.
Well,
I
that
enjoy
could
his
be one
cooking.
way.
Don't talk about the gut.
That could be one
Don't
way of
talk about
going
it.
about it. We
Well,
have
and
the
then we
contact-
got. I mean, we got to keep. Maybe there's issues with some of their equipment. We got a mechanic here with Hatsu here. He knows his shit.
Hatru. Not
Hatru.
Hatsu. Hatru.
Right. Well, that's true. I know.
All right, I will share an image of an image of the Shattered Stone, what it looks like from when you get into system.
I mean,
Cool, guys.
I'm thinking.
Now, are we talking to the Viscount himself right now, or are we just talking to Corbin?
Coben is there as well as Markota.
Okay.
We could be spitballing in front of him, right?
Yep.
So
no, he's
I'm
very
assuming this
formal.
conversation is occurring in my galley, which consists of the counter and the cooking area with then a bar behind where I do a lot of the prep work. And I'm at the bar right now with a meat cleaver, just cutting up chunks of meat while we're
you're in
having
the
this conversation. And
you're in the space station around the planet of Jolm.
To accent things when I talk, the meat cleaver points at whomever I'm talking at.
Right.
Maybe you flick a piece of meat every once in a while to catch it.
Right.
Yeah, plenty of salt on that one. That tastes good.
You know, there'll be occasional like a sliced vegetable come flying towards either Udo or Hatru.
Yep.
If any of your silverware comes up missing, it's not me, I promise.
It's always you. It's always you.
Then how come I found my whisk in your bunk?
Wait, which one's the whisk?
You hear a rattling around in a drawer, and then he holds it up.
Oh, my tail scratcher. Yeah, that was nice.
This is a whisk, not a
whisk. Wait, what the fuck? Hey,
don't worry, I sanitize, and I put it back.
I'll sanitize that thing, and you see just a little bit of fire come out of my nostrils. I'll really sanitize if you need to.
Calm down there, Dragon Boy. I don't mean to upset you. Calm down.
People.
Gentle beings, let's calm down. Let's discuss what your plan will be to try and get the Lucina and her information, and at least the whereabouts of her ship, which might have even more data.
Well,
pardon me, Viscount.
I mean, she's got it.
Cook, but I want to bring this up. If this is Imperial control prison, would we best be to try and get into prison on the Kesemet side?
Most likely. Yeah. We have good contact with the overseer on the Kesemet side, the dwarf, of course, Rurik Greyhammer. He's the warden on that side of the prison / factory refinery. Because remember, it is also a refinery and factory for all this metal.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I could go in as a new guard, right?
There's always need for guard rotations.
Always need for guards. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit breaking down at that place there, too. You know?
Increase a security measure. Perhaps they want to talk to a knowledgeable trappersmith to make best new traps to keep people in the dungeon.
Well, there is that. The budget is always tight, and since the breaking of the planet, portals to the elemental plane of Earth and magma are always creeping up. Those always cause problems. It tries to have ways of dealing with that.
I could help them figure out traps to trap those thingies. Nobody likes those things. They always annoy.
They always interrupt the mining of the adamantium, which is, of course, the only best way, apparently, to mine the adamantium in its molten form.
Okay.
Well, it seems you have some ideas, gentlemen.
Yep.
If you need some resources, he slides a couple of cred sticks. These should help out for any resources you may need.
Did we get paid for our last job?
Oh yeah, you spent the last couple of weeks partying it up on the space station called the City of Brass above the planet of Jolm 3.
I'm forgetting Coben.
Coben. Oh yeah, that was one of the main jobs. Yes.
Oh, and we spent it already. Shit.
Well, you may have.
All right.
That's up to you. But you did.
I bought new spice rack.
Spice rack. There's no spices in it yet, but have a nice rack.
Well, yes. Look at my rack.
Yes.
You have very nice rack.
Yes. It can accept very, very many bottles. Very big bottles.
You see the bottle of cooking sherry comes out. I sprinkle a little bit on the meat, but then I sprinkle a little bit down my throat.
Yep.
Always.
A little sprinkle on the meat, a little sprinkle on the cookie.
Then you hear the fire kick up, and the sesame oil goes into the pan, and the smoke just starts to fill the galley.
But Markota mentions, but I am concerned about your report being followed by this orc ISPD troop squad, and this one of you may have spotted this drow as well.
Yeah, she was on the bridge, pissed off because we got away. Pretty sure. That's what I saw. She was not happy that she was so stupid.
Hmm.
And her troops were too incompetent to let us get away. So
They were only orc, which is only the bad part of my people.
Hmm. Hopefully she doesn't find some more competent troops. But
well,
right,
let's
well.
hope not.
Keep an eye out. So if you need to get into the Shattered Stone, we have an Ox freighter, one of those OX-30 freighters.
Oh, they have horrible galley.
True, but it's the only ship that is scheduled. The Purple Goblin is one of the ships that has a regular contract in and out of the Shattered Stone. They were able to retrofit at least one of the cargo pods to hide the Peekaboo ship, your explorer that you were aboard when you left the drift. It will be hidden aboard if you need it as a fast escape.
Excellent. I will prepare food ahead of time. We will just store in the fridge.
Very good. So let's see here.
Sounds good to me.
A few images with you guys at least. I can do that afterwards for our listeners later on. So the Purple Goblin looks a bit like this.
So, Stefan?
Yes, go ahead.
Before we leave, I'd like to do a little bit of, isn't there like a galactic database of information, kind of like a HoloNet type?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're on one of the inner system worlds, so you can access the galactic net.
So I'm going to find out, if I can, I'm going to search for dwarven delicacies from the Warden on the Kesemet side's homeworld.
Very well.
Thanks.
That I can prepare one in advance as a gift.
Very good. You also have the name of, just in case, Corbin was trying to be as efficient as possible, the warden or overseer on the Azzmodeus side, who's a Darrow, basically a Durgar, on the counterpart of Rurik. Drumanea, she Jade Grip of Clan Jade Grip. She's the Azzmodeus counterpart.
Okay.
So I'll look at applying for a guard job, or if they can arrange me getting a job there. I'm not sure how that would work here in our spy network, or if I would need to just go there just as a citizen applying.
We can. There's always guards that want a rotation. Says Markota. Do not worry, Udo, cousin. We will arrange for your easy insertion into the population, local staff and population as needed.
All right.
Cookie or Rongo, you may, if you wish to help in the kitchen staff. It's a very big prison system. There's multiple kitchens. There's always staff there, and as well as maintenance. Hatru, one more pair of hands, as small as they may be, can always be appreciated. There's always spaces that even a dwarf cannot reach.
Nice thing about being small mechanic, people ignore you. And you get to fit into tight spaces and learn sneaky ways around. And you can steal things that they'll never notice for like 3-4 months. I mean, I didn't say that part. Sorry, what?
Indeed.
Great. I think what I'd also like to do is, because I don't know shit. he's one of his flaw is the ignorance.
Yes,
but he knows that he may be the one interacting with this lady first.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have the best memory. So he's thinking recording devices, whatever that might be, that he'll need to maybe smuggle in, and how he'll need to do that, and he needs somebody to teach him how to do that.
Oh, you've been introduced for a little while there by Hatru probably about the thing called a data pad. Basically.
Oh, is that what you call that shit?
Yeah, lots of information is on there, like one of those fancy books that your wizards on your backwater world had, but very much lighter and lots of information. So there's pictures and some text about how what this Lucina looks like, and
Right.
So if
I'll
you
have
press
all
this
that.
file, if you
Yeah.
press this file right here, it brings up all the information you need to know. This one
Right.
here is her pictures. This one
Okay.
here, don't worry about that one.
All right. So there's that, but what I'm thinking is when I might be, like making sure she's in her bunk or whatever it might be,
Mhm.
maybe I can talk to her at that point every so often here and there. I might want to record that conversation while I'm talking to her, and if I have my data pad out trying to find the fucking record button or whatever the hell and putting it up to her and say, speak into this, that might
Mhm.
be a little like,
I'm sure Hatru can figure out a simple recording device.
Udo,
good. Yeah.
I recommend you, if you do say that, do not hold it near your crotch. Ka-chop, ka-chop.
Speak into this. That's right. you
So,
know what I mean. So, anyways, that's what Udo will be doing.
The search to find out what the dwarven
Mhm.
warden, would that be a check, or do you want me to just kind of waive that?
Oh, we can waive that. You definitely find some information with Coben's help.
Okay.
Some of the profiles of both him and even the Darrow, just in case. He makes sure if you need that information there, might as well have too much information than not enough.
Udo, do you want small recording device that you just click one button and it record?
You know what? I want it as simple as possible.
Okay, I
Yes.
can try and make one.
All right.
Very good. You take your time and
You
make a little
you
recording
should keep
device.
it
basically.
very simple.
Yeah. It looks like one of those little small LED flashlights. Press the button on the end and it records. Press it again, it stops.
Or
Notice-
you know what? Maybe you just have it that's like on like 24/7. Just have
Notice
a
the
nice
sheer
big battery on
amount
it,
of
and
dirt
it'll just
on
record
the
everything.
datapad you gave him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking over everyone. I go quiet.
All right. So if you've got a plan, I will leave you to it. You have some of the crew of the Peekaboo and the Purple Goblin. If you need more, I think you need to move as quickly as possible before Lucina, her life expectancy becomes shorter than expected.
All right.
Usually, the Shattered Stone is not known as, let's say, a vacation resort.
Well, it's a fucking prison. Of course it's not. What the hell's the matter with you?
Of course, you'll be amply rewarded if and when you come back. I mean, when you come back, of course.
You see Udo typing in a word that close to amply.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh shit, damn it.
If is the right word.
Like,
Yes,
Us kobolds
I don't know.
don't live long, but
I don't-
I have.
Okay.
Yes, you're the only kobold I've seen with some gray scales.
Most of my cousins and brothers and sisters are dead now. They did something stupid. I don't know. I left them before that could happen to me too.
It could be his ancestors, all the explosions they had in their fucking laboratories long ago.
No.
Maybe.
Sure.
Come
Those
on.
were in my laboratories, and I left before the explosions got me.
Very good.
All right, so I come out of the kitchenette now after all my prepping and all that stuff, and I start setting down bowls, chopsticks,
Right.
set down a carafe of rice wine for them. Food in the 5. And I go
Right.
back.
All right. So you've got credentials. Makoto says, see the captain about any credentials you may need. He's aware of some of your potential ideas of how to go in. He's been briefed. I will let Lady Perleon in later on about your progress and your ideas. Hopefully you will succeed and give us some information on what happened to Beltarion and that system, and what kind of threat is now looming over the Empire. Of course, the Empire is always in danger, but that's nothing new. But this time, it seems to be particularly nasty if we don't know what it is and if the current administration is hiding more information than it should.
Right.
Okay.
So Udo tosses up a little prayer to Bahamut before he digs in. Oh, you outdid yourself, Cookie.
So these are salamander teriyaki steamer dumpling with the brown sauce. They have a special type of onion in there, only found on Bamalam 6 or whatever your planet is.
6 or 5.
Ambala 6.
Right.
Be Ambala 5.
I've heard you say it 72 different way.
That's okay.
Every time you talk about it, it makes me think of a song I once heard. I think it went, "Oh Black Betty and Malaba," something like that. I don't remember. It was like 20 years ago.
Okay.
7 labs ago, something like that. I don't remember.
Isn't there a new
7 labs
Ambalamba?
ago.
Wasn't there a new Ambalamba?
Yeah, I think
Ambala.
that.
6.
Never heard of it.
Well, I had a cousin, Betty, but we don't talk about her. She's kind of like a black dragon in family, you know.
Oh. Wait a minute. You have a black dragon in the family?
I have a black dragon in the family. Well, it's kind of a figure of speech, you know.
The tarnished brats.
The tarnished, the tarnished brass black dragon, you know. I mean, same kind of thing. Damn, these dumplings are good. Let's change the subject.
I know. I had the 6 while I was preparing them.
Of course you
What are you
did.
talking about? It was only 4.
And about 2 bottles of the cookie wine, right?
One for you, one for the food, the one for me.
2 for me, 1 for the food, 1 for the.
You know,
Oh,
there's
and a sugar cookie! And I bring out a big old tray of fresh sugar cookies.
Oh,
are they?
Oh,
Are they?
I love it when you make these. They're so good.
Do they have fortunes in them?
No, they're just sugar cookies. Heavy on the sugar.
Yes.
mhm.
All right. Coben also joins you. He says, in case you need some of my help, I will accompany you. I might be able to infiltrate and meld with the local population.
Oh shit, yeah, man! You can turn in one of those 6-legged ferrets. I bet you the inmates will love that.
I'm not
You
sure
know.
about that, but I'm sure I can find some kind of indigenous species that I can imitate.
I don't know. Maybe I can bring you in as like a dog or hound dog or something.
Could be. I've heard that there's these things called rot grubs that are very common on this world. So maybe I can imitate one of those.
All right. You do what you do.
They call
I'll
rock
play
grubs.
along. Rock grubs. If you do what you do, I'll play along if you need me. Sure.
Very good. Thank you. All right. So you spawn the Peekaboo, explorer scout ship of the Tene Trading Company. Actually, no, the Purple Goblin. Actually, the Peekaboo is hidden among the one of the cargo containers,
Cool.
and head out. So they engage the Starcaster, which is basically allows the entire ship and the immediate surroundings to teleport instantly from one system to another instead of warp space, because in Dragonstar some technology can help, but in other ways traveling between stars still needs magic. So a Starcaster is basically one big large sphere, if you can imagine a sphere of Mercury floating in zero gravity. So a mirror, very reflective surface of liquid above technology at the base of the ship on the deck. And that basically allows the ship, once activated, to teleport. So the captain keys in the coordinates for the Shattered Stone prison system, and everything coalesces, stops like for a second. You're frozen in time, and you feel this sensation of like an elevator suddenly dropping and zero gravity, and then gravity settling back in.
So is this star drive, is it like a instantaneous travel, or is it more like a hyperdrive where we have like a few days in hyperspace, or whatever?
Now, Starcasters are pretty much instantaneous. It just takes a little while to get out of a gravity well. You have to be at least 500,000 kilometers from a planet. And then with let's say with sublet drives, and then you engage the Starcaster, and you're just teleported almost instantly, maybe like a couple of seconds tops, and then you're into the new system. Right now, I'm just hand waving the difficulty class. There's usually a navigation or astro navigation role, but for story purposes, I'm just hand waving that. The captain manages to get the coordinates right.
Excellent. So
And
we're tucking this ship inside of another big ship and then landing on the system, right?
Well, the Peekaboo, which is the scout ship, is already hidden amongst one of the big cargo pods.
Oh, okay.
And the cargo pod is going to be dropped off onto the planet for freighter, right? And then it's just going to stay there until we're ready to leave. Is that kind of the plan?
Well, yeah, the Purple Goblin is one of those big cargo ships that has big pods, like up to 6 of them, and it can dock at one of the smaller, the chunk of rock that which is called the space docks, considered the space docks, and then either the pod
can be here for a while?
completely open. Yeah, it can be there for a while because they might need to load up the other cargo pods.
Is that the plan then?
Yeah.
How much time are we going to be here?
They can take as long as they want. The captain says if you need more time, we can have engine troubles. We can have coolant issues.
Okay.
So if you need to, you've got your comm links and so forth. Of course, they're limited distances, but you can always patch through the planet's comm links, of course. Just be discreet when you talk. The lines might not be secure, but you can have a few code words that let us know that you need either help or that you're coming in hot, or that we need to leave quickly. If you need to, we can leave the cargo pod that has the Peekaboo behind, and you can eventually find a shuttle from the planet and then meet up with the Peekaboo if needed.
Okay.
Because you've got the pilot / crew of the Peekaboo and the crew of the Purple Goblin, which are 2 different groups. So they can work with you however you need. You're kind of aware of what you might need. Coben has his own mission to help out. He'll try to keep in contact with you guys, but he's already left once he docks into the system, into the planet.
Okay.
But basically, the mission, I think you discussed it. Try to find Lucina. Any information she has about her and her ship, where her ship is, and any data aboard that. And after that, that will be a separate chapter. But right now, finding Lucina and where she hid her ship.
Okay. So our plan amongst us,
Mm-hmm.
infiltrate the Kesemet side of the prison and try and get to access to the prisoners to find out where she is and talk to her, at least.
Exactly.
Okay.
which part of the mining operation has she's been assigned to, and trying to get to her.
And I will apply for a job as a cook. Because one of the best ways to talk to prisoners is to talk to them on the lunch line.
Oh, yeah.
Some food. That's right.
Very good. And what about the other two of you?
I'm going in as a guard.
Guard. There's always a possibility.
Gonna do the rotation around if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially spot her and see where she's at that way.
Good. Very good. And what about Hatu?
I will go in as mechanic. I'm sure something is broken in there somewhere, and they need someone small to get in there.
There's always things breaking down in such a harsh environment. And the planet itself has been shattered into 4 pieces. So,
No, I can't fix that, but I can fix other things.
That's been a 5,000-year-old problem. I don't think you're going to fix it overnight either. So.
Oh, I made.
You got 2 days, little fucker.
Come on.
I could come up with something if I wanted, but I don't think
Right.
I want to. That's too much work. Nah,
And there's
I
a
won't
bunch
try
of
to.
Maybe
fix
you
that
could trap
problem
it
yet.
together.
That is part of where my idea was, but no.
Multiple army, grab a hold of each one and pull it together. Make a great calamari when done.
That's right. One
Again.
big planet calamari. We'll call
Again,
it Planet Calamari 4.
I have the idea. That
Half
could
as
help,
good as-
but I don't wish to do it. That's too much. No. Your suggestions are nice, but no.
No.
It'll keep you thinking, no.
Oh, I'm already
Right?
thinking all the time. Like how shiny that oh, what is it? Oh, that vibro sword you got. Yeah, that's pretty shiny.
Yes, it is. Stay away
So
from it.
as far as gear that I'm taking down,
Yeah.
I will keep like the majority of my quick needed to work type stuff. You know, if I need my water purifier or any of my stuff, I'll keep that at my quarters but I'm going to leave my weapon, my punching guitar, my ancestral weapon. I'm going to leave that here on the ship.
All right. On the Purple Goblin or the Peekaboo?
On the peekaboo.
All right. So you can definitely, all 3 of you, find jobs. That's not a problem. Any regular gear, non-combat gear is not a problem. They go through the standard checks of if you're trying to smuggle any drugs, any dangerous weapons or substances, explosives, of course, any kind of magic that may be harmful, of course, etc.
I don't know what the protocol is with the guards. He has a shotgun and his vibro sword.
Right. Well,
He's all right. He's all right leaving the shotgun. Though he does mention we could put like rock salt or whatever the fuck in it instead of something lethal. We could put some non-lethal shit in it.
Yeah. Well, if the shotgun and the vibro sword is your preferred weapon, vibro sword might be the weapon of last resort. Try not to kill the prisoners. There's enough deadly things around the prison that you don't need to lob people's heads off. Shotguns, there's always non-lethal ammo.
Okay.
So basically,
We'll assume I have that. We'll assume I have that in the shotgun then.
Yeah.
While I'm in the prison. Okay.
That basically have the stun effect on it by default.
Okay.
Unless you load up regular ammo on it, that's fine.
No. We'll assume it'll be non-lethal unless I tell you it is. Then.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
As far as hatchery goes, they check your tech gear and toolkits. Usually, unless it's a really obvious weapon, even the big wrench.
My weapon that's a mace is just a big wrench. Yeah.
They know it can be used as that, but sometimes the mechanic can still need that because to ward off anything that might be impinging on their their little area of workspace. Is like, all right,
there might be rouses down there that are as big as you, right?
Exactly, lava worms and other rock grubs.
I don't think I could cook a lava worm. That may be one that's a challenge.
Oh, we'll have to. Oh, I'm gonna go catch you one of those fuckers, man. We'll go get a lava worm.
If I come across any, I'll let you know where to find them, Udo.
Yeah, please.
You might have to cook them with nitrogen. So that's another weird.
Lava worms. Shit, we might do that. All right. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Always add the extra pepper. It'll be okay.
Cilantro. Always cilantro. Never forget cilantro. All right. So you guys have spent some time. You're being assigned to your various sections of the stone, as they nickname it. Cookie as one of the cooks in one of the areas of the prison / mining. So far, no elves in your area. Lots of humans, lots of other races, orcs, pseudopods, and a couple of half dragons once in a while. They're rare, but it happens. Hatru busy repairing all kinds of stuff for a while. I can't believe how many things are on the list of things to repair. Some of the stuff is like, oh my god, this is so simple. Come on, guys, one screw and that's it, or whatever, a filter. Come on.
How is this door broken? All it is just need oil the hinges. Just oh goodness.
Yeah, we're just
too many morons.
Just the interface. It's like, okay, this interface is obviously just. It always says, "Thank you for using me as a door." Like, okay, don't need that. And Udo, guards. They always need guards in one place or another. There's someone being hurt at one station or other. A little revolt here, a little invasion of fire elementals or lava elementals. Okay, that burns something.
I'm resistant
to that.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what? My standard, when I go to a new area of the prison, my standard thing, just being kind of an idiot, I'm gonna be like, all right, is there any new prisoners you need me to rough up or whatever the fuck as I go in there? Just trying to be like a badass or
right.
I don't know.
Maybe as a group we can have a
skill check.
A group skill check, trying to find out where Lucina is as you're being transferred to and fro. So something like Streetwise, a variation of Streetwise could be used as you to people who are, the prison Streetwise kind of thing.
Looking out for her, I could use Perception, but I do like Streetwise doing that. Asking around if there are any new ones.
If not Perception, at least Vigilance, because you're passive. You're looking around all the time, so Vigilance would be definitely one.
Mm-hmm. But I'm specifically looking for her. But you know what? I'll do Streetwise.
Okay.
I like that.
Streetwise, Vigilance, other skills that might be useful.
Charm. Maybe some of the social ones might be that. Deception. Would Deception be one? Or
Deception and or coercion. Sometimes maybe Charm might not be in a prison.
Oh yeah, you're true.
Coercion definitely sometimes when you have to
be rough.
Be rough a little bit. Make sure you're not being abused. Like some of the prisoners think you're a pushover.
Maybe computers. If we need to get to a computer terminal and look up where she might be.
Yeah, that's definitely something we could. So we've got 4 so far. Maybe 2 more skills.
How about skullduggery? Getting into things I'm not supposed to be in.
There you go. That's not bad.
Going into sections we're not supposed to be, breaking into cells, looking through, breaking into warden office.
Yeah. Well, we already got computers. Yeah, skullduggery. Tony, you have another one maybe? The last one?
Well, I was kind of thinking outside the box. In this case, elves possibly have strange environmental habit or needs. I was thinking maybe I would get into the knowledge cultures to determine if there's any
that's
special diet type meals being sent to a part of the prison that I'm not aware of yet.
Yeah, or even environmental issues. Someone who's
Yep.
light world compared to a heavy world. This is definitely a more leaning more heavy gravity world.
Just ask the
Elves.
question, Tony.
Yeah.
Elves
Yeah.
and their
Your lamb is-
vegetarian.
Where the fuck is the
vegetarian diets.
lambus bread being sent to?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where is the freaking leaf green food being sent
Yeah.
to?
Where's the
Who's eating
salad?
fruits and nuts?
Fruits, nuts, and tofu bread being sent.
So we've got streetwise, vigilance, coercion, computer skullduggery, and knowledge culture as the approved skills. Any other skills will be hard. All these skills that I just mentioned will be average.
Okay.
So we'll just start with how they appear on my RPG sessions. VTT. So for those listeners out there, RPG sessions is a very good VTT when dealing with the narrative dice system, both for Star Wars and Genesys. Blatant plug. And start from top to bottom as they appear on my end. So we'll start with Hatru, then Rungo and Udo. So Hatru.
I'll be doing that there skullduggery.
All right.
Sneaking around, getting things I ain't supposed to be in while I'm doing my job.
Yeah, your job of repairing things, not a problem. But fixing. All right, go ahead. So it'll be average difficulty.
So
But I'll-
that's 2 purple.
Yeah, I'll give you a setback dice because you're still not familiar. This is still at the beginning of your little investigation, so you're not familiar with the whole layout of the land, let's say. So 1 setback.
Okay. I'm
Uh,
rolling.
And I forgot the story points. We've got 3 story points for the players and 1 story point for the game master. Oops, there it goes. So because I can flip a story point to make it more difficult for you.
Flip one of yours, not one of ours.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, flip one of your. Oh, come on. There we go. So now we've got 4 story points on the player side.
So you're upgrading my check?
Yes, I am.
All right. Can you see my dice pool?
No, I cannot.
you.
But else the final result when you do it.
All right. So I'm rolling 3 yellow, 1 green, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
Rainbow
Great.
pool.
Yes.
Yay!
Just missing a blue.
Beg
Well,
for
is
it.
there some? Yeah, beg for it. Come on.
Set
I'm
up
the
and
one-
beg.
Yeah, I'm the one who's always saying, ask for a boost dice.
Oh, I have
I'm
a
a-
good one, by the way, coming up. My reason.
I'm
Go
a
ahead.
3'9" kobold. I'm small. I fit into places. I'm below the eye level. People don't notice me. I can sneak around and get into places I'm not supposed to be a little more easier.
All right, fine. Give
So what you're
yourself a-
saying, you could skullduggery the fuck out of this place.
Yes.
All right.
There you go. Give yourself a blue dice. Too.
All right, there we go. Now it's a full rainbow.
Excellent.
And
Awesome.
we will
What do I
roll. Oh, 1
Oh,
failure
man.
for advantage.
Holy shit.
Well, I'm going to use my once per session loot first talent. I may use this talent to spend any number of advantage from a check I've made to gain 100 credits per advantage spent this way. I'll spend all 4 of those advantage to get credits because while I'm sneaking around places I shouldn't be, I'm more focused on pickpocketing all the guards.
Right? And no prisoners. You never know.
I'm more focused on pickpocketing people than the other thing I'm supposed to be doing, so I just end up with more money and no answers.
Finding shit.
It's
Wow,
valuable.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, might not be money per se, but whatever is used as currency in a prison
400
world.
credits worth of shit. You find
Yeah.
skullduggery.
Cigarettes, booze, porn, and drugs.
Yeah. Ice packs.
That's
I need to
great.
cool down. My God.
That's awesome. Well done, dude.
Very good. All right. So I didn't determine actually the number of successes needed, though, for.
Don't worry about it. We don't have any yet.
That's it.
Though we do have one failure.
We don't have one failure, but let's take that separately. Let's see here. Go back to just one moment. I want to make sure about one little thing here. Let's say, how about 9 successes versus 4 failed checks?
All right.
That's your deal.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
We got 1 so far, unfortunately. So.
Straightforward first. Straightforward thinking before I get to the hard thing of trying to find out about food.
All right.
I would probably do the first thing that comes to hand, which is to ask around.
Right.
So streetwise.
Very good. So it's on the list, no problem. So average.
Okay. Average difficulty. Now, of course, being that I am a huge, imposing Aurochs with a reputation for being unsavory and violent, I'm thinking maybe if I'm a little forceful in my asking, hey, you seen the so and so, just straightforward in their faces.
Yeah.
Boost die?
Yeah, it's a boost die. But like I did for Hatru, since you're not familiar with the lay of the land yet, I'll give you a setback as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Not an upgrade, but at least a setback. Yeah, you've got 4 story points on your side, so
we do. But this is just a simple streetwise check, and I don't feel that I would find it in my need to upgrade it at the moment.
All right.
So
fair enough.
Okay, so 2 green, a blue, 2 purple, and a black.
All right, go ahead.
Shit. So I had a failure and a threat.
All right, so unfortunately, not getting any information on the elf in particular, and even the threats. It seems like some people are rebuffing your inquiries, like you're a newbie. What the hell are you doing?
No extra portion for you. And maybe I make some of the prisoners mad at me by arguing with them about how their portions are going to be afterward.
Right, but still, you're still worried a bit about how some of the prisoners are assigned to the kitchen. So you're like one strain as you're worried that one of these prisoners might shiv you.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just gonna always keep like an object at hand close.
Right. Well, there's always that your ubiquitous cleaver.
A cleaver, a rolling pin, a ladle, a pan of hot soup, whatever, something.
Yeah.
I need to.
Very good. All right. Then Udo. Then.
Okay. Well, I am going to spend a story point.
Okay.
An upgrade. Now, Udo has a strength called adaptable, and this is his strength, and I did manage to go through it. So he's flexible. He can handle really any situation, and no matter how strange the circumstances are. So he's kind of fitting in, I'm thinking. Pretty good. Can I get a boost die or 2 for that?
Yeah, sure. Boost die.
All right. And are you doing anything to it? Because I have a yellow, 2 green, a blue, and 2 purple.
Nope, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. And this is going to be skullduggery. Kind of doing that asking around. It's like, all right, is there anybody new in here you want me to kind of roof up a little bit, even if they're women or we can handle. We got women guards. So I'm asking about like women guards, stuff like that. Are there any
there's all kinds,
other dwarves or elves or little halflings? I'm asking around, trying to pull off, see if I can see where they are.
You said that's skullduggery?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be. I thought that's what that was going to be. That's that, right?
I think so. I could,
Kind of the lay of the land. No, I'm sorry, not skullduggery. Streetwise, I mean.
Streetwise? Okay. Streetwise still works. All right.
They're the same.
All right. Fair enough.
It was streetwise. Sorry, not skullduggery. Yeah, streetwise.
Okay.
The skullduggery is like.
Yeah, no, I meant to say streetwise. You know,
I kind of figured. I was trying to get you to correct yourself.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, here we go. Holy shit! Are you kidding me? Another failure.
We're at 3.
Are you kidding me? 3 failures. However, got a triumph.
Yeah, 2 advantages and a triumph.
All right, here we go. So for the 2 advantages, I would like to pass a boost die on to Cookie, because I overheard somebody talking about the warden and a new dish he tried, but somebody fucked up.
Oh, all right.
And Cookie might know the right way to prepare it. Okay.
Yeah, because he had investigations on what maybe the
right
might like.
Like, I think, you know what? I think it's a dish. The last time one of his favorite dishes was prepared, somebody fucked it up.
Right.
And I know Cookie has made this thing plenty of times, and it's good as far as I know. And I pass that along to him for 2 advantages, not necessarily a boost die to his next check, but I hear about that information. I pass that along to
with your
to
advantage?
Cookie with my advantage. Yeah, that's for my 2 advantages to give him a boost die on that check to do something with the warden. Now, for my triumph,
right?
I turned on my recording device when I walked off the fucking ship because I was paranoid I'd forget to turn it on. Okay.
Oh.
I recorded something that I got dirt on somebody that we could blackmail with, and they are our bitch.
Right.
A guard, somebody, whoever it might be, somebody. I want to use that triumph for that.
Guard, a tech, or someone that
somebody important enough.
Do something right, and
maybe a tech. Maybe a tech. I don't know. Somebody. We got dirt on somebody we could blackmail and use as our bitch to get us the location of this chick, but we still have to do a little more. I don't know.
All right. Maybe. No, that sounds good. That
sounds very
cool. So
and unfortunately, that's our third failed check. Damn it, guys, we suck at this game.
That's all right. That's right.
This game sucks at us.
Well, it's sucking us, that's for sure.
No, it sucks at us.
It sucks at us. Maybe I should have rolled. You know, I'm gonna roll real dice from now on. Fuck. Goddamn.
Okay. So you've got Coben, who's still working. He's not necessarily working as closely with you, but he's still on the station. He's done his own. He's doing his own thing. So I'll roll for him. Oh, there we go. He's helping out on his own with his own skullduggery, trying to find out who's in power, who greasing some palms and finding out some other information. And he managed to get 3 successes and an advantage.
Wow.
So it doesn't work towards, since he's working parallel to you, doesn't count towards the number of successes you guys, but at least it mitigates one of your failures. So it removes one of the failures.
Okay.
And gives at least
us a fighting chance.
A free upgrade on the next character's check, whoever that is.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
So whoever wants to go next now. So he touches base with you. He's giving you some information on how things work, and where things are going. People are passing off bribes and so forth. Sometimes prisoners want a bit of a preferential treatment, not be assigned to the latest mining vein because it's too risky. So instead, they're just cleaning up, in laundry duty. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And so forth. So that gives you some information there.
Okay. I guess I'll go given the information that I was given by Udo, I'm going to try and use coercion to get my way onto preparing the warden's meals.
Right.
And being the one who prepares them and delivers them.
All right. So talking to maybe here the warden's cooking staff.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
So, I'm big and coercive.
Yeah. Yes.
Big and coercive.
Yes.
You asked for a boost dice.
Yes.
Tony, I think you have to say the words.
I'm big and I'm coercive.
Yes.
May I have a booster die?
Yes, you can. In addition to what Udo was passing along.
Right. All right. Difficulty?
It's still average. It's part of the list.
I really want this to succeed because I think the way to the warden's heart is through his stomach. So
Right.
I'll be spending
Story point.
You think that
Yep,
about
a player story
anything that
point.
breathes. Right? Doesn't Cookie think that about anything that breathes?
yes.
Any intelligent being.
Are you happy with my pool there, Gene?
I believe so. Yes, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, wasn't there also an upgrade from what's his face?
No, not for this.
The druid. It was an upgrade to the
No,
next
one
person?
of us could have it. I didn't know it was the next
Okay.
one of us.
It could be anyone.
I wasn't using his direct
Okay.
information, so I didn't take it. So I had 3 successes, 3 threat. So
3 successes.
maybe I made an enemy. I don't know.
No, he wants you to stay on permanently.
Whatever. With 3 successes,
I would be despairing.
I convinced his cooking staff to just let me take over.
Nice.
For 3 threats, that I'll bank those a little bit. So no
Okay,
problem.
I figured.
No,
Three
You
more.
see, X now has Rungo's number. Okay.
But still, you
more
make a nice
threat.
dish. Yeah. So you make a nice dish. Rurik, the warden.
No, this was just to get on the staff. I haven't made the dish yet to deliver.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the culture check in the future
Oh, okay, not a problem.
if I have
So-
to make another roll.
Okay, so you do get on his immediate staff of cooking staff. So his small cadre of staff that cooks for both the warden and his immediate administrative staff and personal guards.
Excellent.
Very nice. All right, and you still have 3 successes out of 9. Excellent.
Next.
Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Hot True. Find yourself more cash.
Yeah, there's still let's see. I think no. Rungo may have used one of the boost dice from Udo, but you still have free upgrades from Coben if you want to use the information there.
I will use the upgrade. I'm gonna make a computers check and start searching through the files.
Excellent.
And I will spend a point because I
Right.
know a bit about computers and electronics and mechanics.
Right. I'll spend 1 back because I want to have a few points on your side too, because it's still a high security Imperial system.
All right. I'm looking at 2 yellow, a green, a red, and a purple.
Yes, very good.
All right, let's roll it. 1 success, 2 advantages.
Woohoo.
Yo.
Well done.
4 of 9 and 2 advantages. All right, so you got some information that at one point, yes, Lucina was assigned a while back to light duties at one point as she arrived. So you have proof that she arrived here. She was assigned, she was processed, etc. Assigned to some light duty at first. And then assigned to one of the mining veins that's not too hard, but still has some high security around it because it's still a prosperous vein. And 2 advantages. Do you have any idea for your advantages? Or?
Not really.
All right. Well, if maybe as 2 advantages if you want. I can help you out. That you find out that she's, as far as you know, still in that smaller mining section of adamantium, which is, of course, like highly prized.
Excellent.
So some security, but they make sure that those prisoners stay around a little longer because they don't want the adamantium to be spoiled.
All right.
Still there.
I would like to use one of my talents if I can.
Sure.
It's another once per session. While in an urban environment, I'm not sure if you'd consider this an urban environment. I mean, it's like a settlement type thing, but
Well, yeah, it's a urban, more or less. Yeah, it's not the wilderness, obviously.
your character may acquire one small useful item that is not previously documented. It has to be under 100 credits or less, and encumbrance of 0 or 1. I just wanted to pick up a taser or stun baton from one of the guards. I got a stun baton.
Sure, it may not be fully charged, but it's there. All right, no problem. You got one.
Cool.
Awesome.
Now that was one advantage?
That
Or
didn't
did
cost
that
any
set both?
advantage.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
So the only one I have that costs advantage is my loot first, and that's a once per
Gotcha.
session. And that just gets me money straight out.
Well,
Yeah,
the one I just
advantages
used just
wondering
gets me an item.
I was
Yeah, the
wondering
two
if the information, because I was gonna use deception to kind of get myself into that section and maybe get a boost die from him because he's passed that information on to me, because that's kind of where I would need to go with one of the advantages.
They're on to the next ally.
Yeah, one of those, right? Isn't that one advantage
Yeah.
to pass on to an ally? Cool.
Yeah, exactly. 2 for
Yes.
a specific ally, but 1 for
And
any
I'm
ally.
gonna use a story point. So you can flip the story
Okay.
point too.
All right. And I'm going to flip one back
Of course.
because
You flip
know
by flip.
I
You
flip,
flip,
you flip
I flip.
because
When you flip, I flip, we flip. Bum, 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 bum. Now, am I still adaptable? Can I still use that strength
Oh, why
as
not?
a boost die? Do you think it's my
Why
strength?
not? Yes,
All right,
why not?
sweet. All right, so I have a yellow, 2 green, 2 blue,
I
a
love
red, and
my
a
players.
purple. What's that?
Because I love my players.
Nice. Okay, there we go. And here we go.
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me? 0 successes, 2 advantages. Damn it. All right. I draw my sword and kill them all. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. So another failure. Damn it. 2 advantages.
2 advantages.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
They won't let you on the staff, but they'll give you a tour.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm at least in there.
Yeah, because
I'm a
right
new
now,
guy.
You're a new guy. You're not assigned yet. You still have to pay your dues. Like, no, this is a high-profile guard shift. It's really easy guard shift, so you can't just assign it to a newbie.
Okay.
So what I'll do is, since I'm not, I'll be really nice because I'm also, a little bit drunk. It's not a success, but it's not. I won't count it as a failure either.
You're too nice.
I know.
Yeah.
You're too nice.
All
All right.
2 failures versus 4 successes. Still.
All right. Then that's cool. We'll do that. And we'll do that for the advantages then. We'll just cancel out the failure with it. Say that I get a tour instead of I'm on my own if I happen to see her. Okay, got it. Okay. All right.
So you can still make a check in that area, but you'll have to do it with higher difficulty because of the guards being there with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. You're escorted
That works.
as opposed to
I'm
wandering
escorted.
around alone.
That works. Okay.
All right.
Next round?
Next round.
Yeah.
Coben will still be doing his thing.
Wait.
He's using another skill, but outside of the list. He's using a charm skill. But he's going to try and talk to a few people and schmooze them a little bit. So he's got an automatic upgrade. But he's got some charm skills, so you never know. He's going to try and do that. and because he's unassuming, he's adopting a nice innocent frame. I'll give him a boost dice. So a red, a purple, a blue, a green, and 2 yellow. So let's see if that helps you guys a little bit. Well, he does succeed in charming someone, so he passes on some information to you guys. So I'll count his 2 successes as at least 1 success towards yours, and 2 advantages. So we can pass 2 boost dice to any other player, as he's speaking to some supervisors of various departments and passing that information along to you.
Let's see here. Maybe Udo will go next and take those boost dice, because maybe Coben is in that area talking to the supervisors in that adamantine vein or whatever the hell.
Right.
And then maybe I'll use a perception check, which is going to be a harder difficulty.
A little harder.
Right? It'll be a hard difficulty. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That work?
Yep. For me, yeah. You guys?
Right. Perception.
Yeah, cool.
That'll be a hard check. You said 2 boost dice for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a yellow, 2 green, 2 blue, and then the 3 purples. How's that look to you, Stefan?
That looks good. I am not going to flip.
Okay. Then I will roll them. I suck at this game. I haven't made a check yet. 1 failure, 3 advantages, though.
All right. So unfortunately, you don't get any from Lucina, but there's some advantages. So that will definitely count for the fuse. So you're at 3 failures.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 advantages. Yeah, you pass along.
Let's see here. I think I'd like
elves are part of this.
The elves are down in this area. Okay.
I
think I'd like to pass a boost die on to like the next player.
Right.
And then put one in the pool for somebody else to take with these 3 advantages. And basically I'm going to put the information out there that about the elves being in this area. The warden definitely liked the meal. Or whatever the hell, right? Though I know what it is. No, I overheard. Here it is. No, I'm going to pass it. I'm going to do 2 advantages to give Cookie another boost die on his check to cook for the fucking warden, because I heard he hates a certain spice.
Well, that's it. And these
not elves, to use it or whatever the hell. Right?
Well, that's it. These elves have been assigned to go up to the surface, which is very, very rare because the surface is not as hospitable. Mm-hmm. There's still some little pockets where things grow, and there are these various types of fungus or herbs or plants that still grow that can help in the recipe that Rung can.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard them talking about this mushroom. It's kind of like a yellow mushroom or whatever the fuck that has like some black spots. Black spotted mushroom. I don't know what the hell, but apparently this guy loves it.
Yeah, so it's called monk's bells. The bells of the monk kind of mushroom.
And then I'll pass a boost die on to the next player. So.
All right, there we go. And since elves know a lot more about things that grow, that's why they're assigned to go up to the surface.
Don't worry, guys. I'll make a check one of these times.
Do you want me to attempt the food check next, Sean, or do you want to go? You got an idea? All right, I'll go. All right. So in this case, I am preparing this dish for the warden in hopes that he'll, talk to me, maybe answer some questions.
All right.
Kind of befriend him, so to speak. So this is a knowledge culture check. I've studied him.
Mm-hmm. You got the advice from Udo and his information about the elves and whatever spices.
Yep. I've studied him. I've received a boost die from him so I know he's actually something I couldn't find out from his ordering history online through the clients. And so I have 2 boost dice and a yellow and a green. What's my difficulty?
Since it's outside, I think.
I thought knowledge culture, you let me put that one
culture.
into the list.
Culture is. Yeah, sorry. Yes,
should have
average.
Gotcha. Okay.
In that case, are you happy with the pool?
Yes, I'm not flipping story points, so there's 2 on each side for right now. Are you flipping?
No, I roll.
What'd you get, Tony?
So I make, I'll tell you my results after I tell you what I make. So what I make is a plum wine. It's a hermit crab stuffed mushroom, marinated in plum wine.
Ooh.
Now, I've intuitively made this based on the clues that I've given, but the warden is taken back when he eats this dish. He's taken back to his childhood. It was his mother's favorite dish. It was his favorite dish that his mother made, and I make it identical to his the way he likes it. And I would like for
to the point where it's been plated the way she did.
Right.
Because you got a what? Oh, go ahead.
4 successes means that he absolutely loved it, and I get access to him.
Well, yeah, that beats the 9 successes you needed anyway. So go ahead.
So we hit our 9 threshold. With one advantage, he's so engrossed in the meal that he fails to notice me turning his computer, typing in the woman's name, and finding out where she's at.
Yeah. You access his assistant's computer, which, for intents and purposes, is the same as his computer, and you get exactly where she's been assigned.
I triumph. I see she's on a rotation for taken to the surface here soon, and I quickly place Udo's name on the rotation as one of her guards.
Oh, perfect.
She's an expert pilot, and they still need some people sometimes to go out and just survey the surface.
Okay.
All right.
So he may not be adamantine level clearance, but he's been given clearance to surface escort.
Surface escort for her specifically, right? Or surface escort for the elves, or for her specifically?
For her group. She's the pilot on a survey for a new vein from the surface.
Gotcha. Okay.
On like a survey pod, and you have to be the guard on board with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Better yet, I guess. Yeah.
Excellent.
One of the guards. Or maybe I'm the only one.
Maybe just a few guards, but there's a few other prisoners, but she's the pilot.
Can't handle.
Yeah. Other prisoners are just there in case they find anything, but she's the pilot. And then there's some sensor techs. Maybe even Hatru. There we go. Even with the triumph, get Hatru on there.
You never know what could go wrong.
Yeah.
Nope.
I have traps and stuff that I can use to help with the elementals, and I know how to fix things.
It's an unstable planet. It's busted up in 3 sections. So any technical help can be of a benefit. All right, so you managed to find finally Lucina, and finally get to access to her. All right, so you managed to find Lucina and how she's been assigned to this latest little surface worlds survey. Of course, being a broken world, it's not just the nice flat surfaces. There's sections of the shattered stone where you have to fly between the sections, which is almost like flying in an asteroid field. And you need to find the latest adamantine vein, or whatever vein. There's some surveys that look promising, and they want to compete, of course, with the Azzmodeus side. And they've discovered that she's one of the best pilots that have been recently sentenced to the stone. And now Udo has been assigned as one of the guards aboard that ship, along with Hatru and a few others, technicians to run the sensors and so forth. But Lucina will be focusing on piloting, avoiding any obstacles between the various parts of the planet and other little bits that are still in gravity.
Is there a co-pilot seat?
There is.
I'll sit it. I'll make my way to it and
All
probably
right.
sit in it and help her co-pilot.
Okay. She kind of looked at you, wondering how skilled you might be, doubting how you're looking at the controls as if they might bite you.
Well,
Sure.
it's more of a natural ability type of thing, natural agility kind of thing. He's like, you know what? I know you're the pilot. I'm just here. Something happens to you, have a heart attack or something like that.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, sir. I'm strapped in here. I've been told what to do, and I'm going to do it. I don't want to die on this little pointless run of yours finding a new vein.
Well, shit, I don't want to die either. So keep it straight, keep it level, do what you do.
Straight and level, we're definitely going to run into some of those chunks. So I'm going to bob and weave like you've never seen. So I hope you didn't eat anything that might come up and spew all over my control panel.
Well,
I don't need any chunks in my buttons and.
Well,
If that happens, I can fix it.
We don't need to fix it. It might not have time to fix it.
There's always time for me to fix things.
We'll see about that. All right. So she takes off, and all the sensors are going off. Like, all right. Apparently, the Azzmodeus are also trying to find this vein of apparently some gemstones that might be even more valuable than adamantium.
So how small is it? How big is this ship? Is this? I mean, would her and I have a moment of it's just us two, or maybe if Hatru, if it's just us three, anytime, meaning any of the guards far enough away where I might be able to, like, I don't know, whisper to her without anybody hearing, or is it really small?
There's the cockpit, which of course has the pilot, co-pilot, and sensors.
Yep.
Which Hatru probably can run.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just in case there's anything really interesting on the surface close, there'd be another guard on another section of the ship with a few other prisoners if they need to land on the surface and do a more intensive survey. But you can probably have some time, alone.
All right. So using skullduggery, this would probably be a skullduggery check to whisper to her. Or maybe stealth. I don't know. One of the two. Maybe stealth. To basically let her know.
Okay.
That I'm here, Hatru is here.
Okay.
To get the information from her.
Okay. Actually,
you know what I mean?
It's so much stealth because you with all the piloting and noises of the engines going on, this is a small shuttle kind of thing. It looks blocky. If it were in an atmosphere, it would drop like a rock. But it's in 0G, so it just has thrusters, all kinds of sections.
Imagine, so how many other guards are there?
Just two more guards.
Two other guards?
Okay. With 5 prisoners that are somewhat geologically technology savvy. But they're more in the aft section.
Yeah. So, okay. So basically, I'd like to make
a large version of the small mining ship that they had in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. The ship that has all kinds of little laser balls on the outer surface.
Okay.
But a little bigger version of that.
All right. So I'll make a so I guess you want me to make the stealth check then?
Stealth check. Not actually. needed. Maybe either a
I
coercion
do have a 1 rank in stealth. Oh, you want something else?
or social. You're trying to convince her to
Social?
open up. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that good at social checks. I could charm her, pretty much.
Yeah. Some charm.
Not deceiving. This is not going to be deception. I don't
Right.
want to fool her at all. So it's going to be more my southern charm.
You can cooperate with Hatru, who's there, who you can work with.
Okay. Is there a way to cancel my roll? What I'm doing here?
Yeah,
Get
just
rid of all the dice.
Click the dice.
Click all the dice out of there. Gotcha. All right. So I'm going to think charm. Hatru, I have 2 green and charm. What do you got? Anything to help?
2 green and charm. I'm not charming.
So a boost die.
All right.
Probably right to help me.
Go with one person doing the skill and one with the boost dice.
All right. And then basically just to charm her, just to basically what I'm doing, I'm like, hey, been sent here by Lady Perleon. To that we need to get the information you have. They know where your ship is. And if we can, we will get you off planet. Get you out of here, but we need the information.
Right. You did know before coming into this mission that Lady Perleon and Viscount Marcota would be trying to get her out, but this might be like long-term diplomacy channels trying to get her off through the paperwork. There'd be probably some red tape. They might probably be able to get her off, but that'd be a long time from now. Who knows? But you're trying to get her to open up right now, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give you.
Wait a second. Now, is the intention to break her out of this as well?
If you could, that would be a bonus.
If we could,
but,
okay.
The basic information is
we need
to get
information.
Information about her and the system and her ship, where her ship is.
And what I will do is what I also want to do, part of this charm check, is let her know I will try and protect you as much as I possibly can.
All right.
Look out for you.
I'll give you free advantage with that.
Okay. I'll add an advantage. Okay, what's the difficulty here then? And by the way, I am going to flip a story point.
Okay. All right.
So I will replace one of my green with a yellow. Okay.
And
what's the difficulty you want? What's her?
Once to get off the planet, your brass dragon, that helps in the equation.
Okay.
I'll give you an extra boost dice in there.
Cool.
Lady Perleon. Maybe she's heard that.
Dropping a name.
Yeah.
Name dropping for the win.
Well, I think with the boost dice and the advantage, that should be enough. I think.
Okay, and this is to get her to open up, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty. Yeah.
Difficulty would be one red.
Charm. What is it? Charm versus what is it? Is it discipline? I can't remember what charm goes against.
I think it's discipline, if I remember correctly. Let's go.
Discipline. Right, Tony? Is that what it is?
I think so. Let me just go real quick.
It's a discipline. Yes.
It's a discipline.
All right. One purple, one red.
One red, one purple. All right.
And I'm not upgrading.
So I got a yellow, a green, 2 blue, a red, a purple, and a free advantage.
Yes.
Is this gonna be my first successful check?
Hopefully.
Yes, it sure the hell is. 3 successes, 2 advantages.
Excellent. So you do manage to convince her that you're on the up and up.
Mm-hmm. So get her to open up, basically.
Right. All right.
And maybe with the 2 advantages, she actually gives us a little bit of information now to start, maybe.
That's it. So while she's maneuvering through the debris between the sections of the planet, she managed to avoid, of course, quite a few near misses and get some good readings for the survey team, whatever. You're talking to her.
Damn, you're a hell of a pilot. Shit.
And something like that. Yeah, schmoozing up to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, she hit her ship.
She said something about bobbing and weaving. I'm like, you know what? I have an Uncle Bob. He had this little thing at on my home planet there that he flew. I did York a bit on his control panel, but he didn't mind. He flew as crazy as this, and I think I'm doing all right.
Well, so far.
Didn't roll any threats, so that's good.
Exactly. No, she was able to avoid any major obstacles. So yeah, she can definitely tell you where the ship is.
Okay.
It has a lot of data.
Okay.
Can supply you with the coordinates. Of course,
Okay.
I want off this planet, obviously. With the advantages, she manages maybe to get. She knows how she might be able to get changed to her own assignment instead of being just a miner picking at rocks to someone who would be able to be near the main port where all the cargo ships come in and out.
All right. You know what? Maybe I can get assigned to you then to watch over you.
Yeah, because if we can get both about, because my ship is basically it's a living ship. It's key to my DNA as well. You might be able to hack through it, but it'll take a while. And I did put in some safeguards. If you guys can take me out of here, it'll be so much easier for me to give you the information.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what all that living ship means, but it sounds fancy, and I believe you.
She looks over at Hatsu and have you ever worked on elven ships?
I've worked on a lot of things. Give me a second.
Yeah, he's
I think
not
I've
really
worked.
a
I think I've worked on an elven one. I don't remember. It's been too long.
Well, if it was living, it probably touched your jimmies or something like that, Hatru, or whatever.
Yeah.
It might have nuzzled up against you, maybe tried to give you a hug.
Make a mechanics check, Hatru. Easy. An average check. I'm not flipping anything either. And give yourself a boost die for it, since you've lived so long.
I have 3 boost dice on this.
There you go. Go ahead.
Because I automatically have one from being a kobold. I have one from my mechanics toolkit. And then one from that. All right. A yellow, a green, 3 blue, 2 purple.
Oh, well, there
3
we go.
successes and 2 threats.
Yeah.
I scratched my brain a little bit trying to remember.
Yeah, no, you definitely have worked on living ships. They're very different than mechanical. It takes a very very specific toolkit in this case. But yeah, you know that she's telling the truth, that it would be very, very touch and go for you to try to hack into it and get any information out of it. So maybe too strained just for the threats. Like, oh no, you don't want her to not be there. You want her to be there if you can.
Yeah, I remember those things.
Those are
hard.
Nope.
That'll make my job too hard. Yeah, we'll try.
But they're unique ships. They're very reliable ships, very tough ships.
Where's your cell located at?
Well, she gives you the coordinates, but she withholds part of the coordinates. Like, I'll give you the last 4 digits if you manage to get me out of here.
That's why I'm asking you where your cell is. The cell you stay in at night.
We got that already.
That's not a problem.
We know where that's at.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I need to know maintenance tunnels near it. I can make a path.
Rungo was able to find all that information.
Okay, well, don't be surprised if you hear noises through the wall or something. It'll probably just be me.
All right.
Nothing bad, I promise.
You know what? He's really not that creepy as he sounds or looks. He's really a sweet little guy.
I don't look creepy.
Right, and I was, yeah.
That's when you Hatu, you look down the short like stair/ladder leads to the back section. You're not sure if one of the guards or prisoners overheard your conversation with Lucina. Part of the strain, maybe. Yeah.
That's just stressing him out a bit.
Yeah.
Heard him talking about going through the tunnels and shit.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We got some good information
That's
here.
Yeah, we did.
What's your next?
And I recorded it all because I'm recording everything.
So you know where her prison cell is, and while all of this is going on, they managed to find a nice sapphire vein. It's not that big, but for sapphire, it doesn't have to be big to be valuable. Then they managed to get there before the Azzmodeus survey team got there and claim it. Because even some of these gemstones can be valuable as part of all kinds of components for starcasters, artificial gravity, and other technology / arcane wear. So this is a good thing for the Kesemet side of the. So they give you commendations for the prisoners and the staff, prison staff, who were aboard the shuttle.
Nice. Well, shiny.
So
What
you
the
replace.
fuck is it? God damn it, Hatru. Give it back. The fucker.
I didn't take yours. That's mine.
Hey, why do you have two then, damn it?
Because they gave me two.
No, they didn't. Give me one of those, you little shit.
No, if you lost yours, you lost yours. They gave me two
I-
for being an extra good mechanic.
They each gave us one, damn it. All right, fuck.
They gave me two for being good mechanic.
All right. All right. So you guys maybe meet up, all three of you, to discuss what you have to do next,
Later on that night.
or
after
a couple
our
days
shifts or whatever.
later. Or, yeah. Time can go by a little bit faster sometimes here and there.
Okay. Weren't we on a time crunch though? We don't want her to die.
As soon as possible,
Right.
but yeah, right
Yeah.
now she's proven her value, at least as a pilot. So she's been
Right.
bumped up from just mere pickaxer to a skilled prisoner.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess we relay. So I guess we would go back. So after our shifts or whatever, we'd go back to our ship,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, and then relay the information, what we found out. Yeah, she won't be giving us the last four digits of the location of where the fuck her ship is, and it's living. So we'll have to ask it to go on board or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell that means.
It means it's really hard to work with. It will only cooperate with the person who's bonded with it. I think, I don't remember. It's been too long. But it's a nuisance is what it is. We need her to come with us for it to not be a nuisance.
It
Well,
would
do we
be
need all of her? Don't we need couldn't we get a hand or something? I mean, I watched
She
some
needs to
movies,
be
you know,
alive.
heist movies and shit, and cut out eyeballs, to kind of hang in front of the thing.
She needs to be
What do you
alive.
do? Oh, she does. Damn it. All right. Well.
all right.
Cookie.
Cookie there.
Yes.
Pickled elven eyeballs. Ever made it?
No, who would eat
Okay.
such a thing?
I don't
This
know.
is not a culinary dish. You can't ask me to cook things that aren't
What do
a
you mean?
culinary dish.
You can make anything. I thought.
I'm not
Every
gonna
once in a
be
while-
I'm not will be party to cannibalism though. That is
That-
What do you mean
Elves are
cannibalism?
sentient.
You're not. What do you have? Elf blood in you or something?
they are sentient. Cannibalism is not the definition to eat a. Okay, not everything is meat.
Wait a
There's
second.
There's a. thing
You
going-
got a lot of meat on you, big boy. I must say. I'm pretty sure you can feed my clan for a fucking month. No kidding.
Are
No
you
disrespect.
You come
but-
from a planet where dragon people eat the normal people.
It's not a fucking dragon. We're going to eat it. I don't care.
There is something seriously wrong with you.
Hey, you go to the adamantine cooking culinary thing. I have an adamantine stomach, so they
It
say.
is strictly forbidden by imperial law to feed sentient people as a food.
All right, well, good to know. I'll keep that off my list, but I'm still going to ask you those questions.
Although in some
That's a hick. Eat your
headlines,
soup.
but I think I lost control of the group. The game.
No, we're just role playing. That's all.
I know.
Because I picture Udo just because he's trying to find something that Cookie can't cook that tastes good, because everything Cookie's made tastes good to him regardless, because whatever the hell backwood planet possum tastes like, he's eating it, right? And whatever the hell, but Cookie's probably made it taste like a freaking 7-star meal. And I think every once in a while I picture Udo coming in and just making up shit. Udo or Cookie, got one for you. Just make up shit like I said, like pickled elven eyeballs. Ever done it? Anyway.
I understand.
Yep.
I'm on your wavelength.
Are you?
While we're doing this planning, I look at you two, and after I hear about all the information that you two gathered, and I've served up our dinner, and we're sitting in like basically an apartment planning this. And, so what are you saying? We got to do a prisoner break?
Oh,
Yes.
well, yeah, we could.
It is his prison break. We need to get her out.
We can try.
I think maybe I can secretly cause a warden to take a happy nap and have access to his computers.
Okay. And then, yeah, because I think she said something about getting reassigned to the, like, near the port. And get me on her detail, maybe personal bodyguard or whatever the fuck.
I will do what I can.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I can try and map out a good route to get out. Maybe using maintenance tunnels, less open, guards not there often because it's just us maintenance guys. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you gotta keep an eye. And he looks at so Udo looks at you, then he looks at. Well, yeah, maybe you and her, the skinny little elf chick, probably get through there. Maintenance.
Well,
tunnel.
yes,
Great.
we can go in and out easily. She's the one we have to worry about sneaking out.
Right, you could sneak out with her.
Well, of course, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, good.
I guide her.
Yeah, and I'll just play
Just her
stupid.
brain.
I'll play the. Right, I try.
Do you? Sometimes it doesn't feel like you do.
I want my badge back, goddammit!
It was mine. I don't know what you're talking about.
You did not get 2, you little bastard.
Yes, I did. I got 2 for being excellent mechanic.
Then why does that one have Udo's a picture on it?
See, thank you.
Because they took a different picture from a different angle of me. I'm Cobalt. I look kind of like Dragonkin. It's a whole camera thing. Camera malfunction. I don't know.
That's good stuff.
Yep. All right. Perfect.
All right, Stefan,
Yes.
you can have
All
the
right.
reins back.
Your turn. Back to you, buddy. I think we got a plan.
Yep. All right. So she's being assigned to shuttle pilots between cargo vessels. In the meantime, while you were stationed here, the Purple Goblin has left and come back at least once.
Okay.
They've left a message that they would leave just in case the peekaboo just on the fringe of the system in case you needed access to the ship and a quick trip out. But so far doesn't seem to be, so they've picked it up again and it's back aboard one of the hidden cargo pods.
Okay.
Now she's assigned to some of the shuttles to load ore and some of the recent iron, adamantine, and also the recent sapphire that they found. Those pods, of course, are not as big, but it's heavier security.
Okay.
And with your brass dragon heritage, they've assigned you to be part of that detail. They trust you as being half dragon as part of the 10A trading company, which is part of that Copper Dragon trading company there. She's got an exclusive contract with the Kesemet section of the prison. So you've gotten used to the whole routine, what they do. If you guys want to plan ahead, try to plan and make I don't know how you want to do this to get her off the system and onto either the purple goblin or just on the peekaboo and get out. The purple goblin is slow, of course, not as heavily armored or armed, whereas the peekaboo is much smaller, it's fast, and maneuverable. It'd be probably very easy to get onto that ship and out.
All right. So, would we be able to have her fly one of these shuttle ships to a place where there might be a lot of rocks, or what do you call them, asteroids or whatever the fuck up there? Maybe have some explosions ready. Looking at you, Hatcher. Maybe explode that fucker.
I can
Put
try.
it on some autopilot or whatever. Get her onto our peekaboo. Autopilot that fucker into a goddamn asteroid. Maybe fake her death in some way. And whatever the hell. What the hell? I can't hear you, goddamn a Cookie. You got that damn that blender on too high.
They call it the shell game.
Shell game. Yeah, something like that. And I hate this fucking word for this damn game. It's called Three Dragon Ante or whatever the hell. I don't know. It's called Dragon Ante. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Seems
It's
like
gambling game.
Oh, it's a
Right.
3-card Monty.
3-card Monty, 3 Dragon Ante. I don't know. Yeah, 3-card Monty. You've got
It's
to find
called
a
the
queen.
shell game. It's you want them to look over here while you do something over here.
Yeah, exactly. Something like
That's
that.
actually the smartest thing you ever thought of. You get the cookie.
From Cookie?
Yeah,
meant to say that,
I
didn't
hand
you?
him another sugar cookie.
Nice. And you know what? Every once in a while, you see Udo when he like sniffs it. A little bit of flame comes out of his nostrils to kind of caramelize the extra sugar that he puts on top. To kind of that's how I like it right there. Almost like brulee it, right? The creme brulee, like the brulee.
Right.
You made more of the sugar cookies?
Oh yes, they're almost done.
Oh.
I made this one special for Udo.
Oh.
He always likes the ones with the extra sugar.
Yes.
Why don't I get special sugar cookie?
What do you want on yours?
Whatever you normally do, they're really good. I like
I
them.
had the maple syrup to yours.
Oh. Interesting.
Need me to brulee that for you?
You stay away. Keep
I
your
can brulee it for you if you want
keep your
to.
fire to yourself.
And
You
then for
burn
some reason,
cookie.
there's always a fortune with it, and this one says, "Let the deeds speak."
Yes, my good deeds speak well. I got 2 accommodations for being an expert mechanic.
Whereas the one
Pretty
for
damn
Udo
sure
says,
that's
"All
my
the ball
picture."
is on the mind of the flying bird.
I'm really not seeing what fucking angle they could have taken that picture for you to look like me. I'm still trying to figure that out.
It could have been lens flare. We don't know. Solar lens flare. It's called
What
issue
the
with camera.
hell is a lens flare? You're just making up words now. Why don't I just say, I don't know, light beam?
Those are a thing.
Lens? No, they're not.
Light
beam
beams
is
are a
not.
thing. What do you think a flashlight creates? It creates a beam of light. Light beam.
All right, guys. How do you guys plan on getting her out of here?
So I think the plan is we're going to find a small asteroid cluster in the area. We're going to leak to the warden that there might be some cash find there or something. Get her name put on the survey, and have her travel to that asteroid field. Meanwhile, we're going to mine it and be standing by with the peekaboo so that we can destroy the little shuttle she's in and sneak her off with the peekaboo.
All right.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think that's what we haphazardly threw together.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
I'll tell you, there are things that pop into my head that I don't know where the hell they come from. And I just throw it out there, and like the ingredients cookie, you just kind of put them together.
If
a nice little meal.
If enough ingredients stick to the wall, then they go into the pot.
That's right. You can scrape them off, fillet it, brulee it, flambe it.
Did you know that that's where a sukiyaki come from? The chef walk into kitchen went, I don't know what to make. So took this, took that, took this, threw it all in pot. Sukiyaki!
All right.
Love it when you teach me cooking shit.
All right. So we'll call this another skill check.
All right.
Piloting will definitely be part of it. Some deception, I think. Oh
yeah. Just a bit.
Just a little bit of deception.
I'm thinking, well, let's see. So if we're going up there, deception, well, computers to get her put onto the schedule, maybe to mess with the schedule.
Yeah.
Mechanics to set the explosives.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got 4 so far.
Would we need some skullduggery or stealth?
I think skullduggery, definitely some cunning.
We're not necessarily sneaking her out.
No,
we're just getting her out there, right?
Yeah, trying to get her out, but with paperwork / Then here's a question, Stefan. Are there going to be any other guards besides myself on this shuttle? Possibly. You never know.
If there is, then let's do like a ranged heavy check, and I'll hit him with. I'll knock him out with like a shotgun, the shotgun blast. You know what I mean?
So range.
Some sort of combat check to knock them out.
Okay.
And a stealth. Set the ambush.
Yeah, stealth. Yeah.
All right. So piloting, deception, computers, mechanics, skullduggery, ranged, and stealth. Sounds good.
That's a long list, but that works.
That's a long list, but that's okay. We'll call it 10 successes versus 5 failures for the fuse.
Okay. All righty then.
All right. So, listeners, so we're at this. So they're trying to get the pilot, Lucina, into a position where they can at least escort her off and out the system. All right. I like this plan.
I take it we slept since the last encounter, so all strain is gone?
Yeah, strain can be gone.
Okay.
This can be over a couple of days since last with the run for the sapphire mining thing, so no problem.
Okay.
All right. So who wants to go first?
So I'm gonna help Hatru in finding and setting up finding the spot to set up the explosives.
All right.
I guess. Actually, you know what? I think it makes more sense for one of them to go before me. I'll be just doing kind of the physical labor part of it.
Okay.
One of you guys go.
Let's see. Hatru, did you want to do that computers check to start with to kind of get her? Or are we assuming that's happening already, that she's going on there. You know what I mean? Because we were talking a deception to kind of get this plan up. Like, hey, there's this fake thing out in this asteroid system. I could do that. I could come up with that. I'll do a deception check to kick this off.
I think starting off with a deception might be.
I'll do that. Average check.
All right. Give yourself an extra boost dice as Coben has been helping out behind the scenes.
Okay. So that would be 3 green, a blue, and 2 purple.
Right.
For this check.
Right.
Okay, you
And
good with that?
Well, I've got 3 story points on my side, 1 on your side. So I'm going to flip 1 because things can go horribly wrong.
At the start, you know it. Okay.
Start,
I'm good. Here we go.
Right. Go ahead.
Nice. 2 successes, 1 threat, however, though,
8.
that I got. So
So
2
you
over
got 2 out of
10.
10.
Woohoo.
All right. So you managed to get, with the deception, to get her to be on the ship, or at least or set up the situation that there's some kind of small or rogue asteroid that came off the main planet, maybe during the last run,
Maybe we should,
and it could be valuable.
Okay. Cool. And then the threat. What do you want with the threat?
One strain that the information could have been leaked to the Azzmodeus side.
Oh, shit. Okay. So they might be there too. Fuck.
You never know. All right, that's it. Who's next?
Sean, go ahead. I think it's time for you to start working on the explosives.
I will create the explosive, the trap that will trigger when I decide it will trigger.
So that's a mechanics check?
Yep.
All right.
Excuse me.
Because I am creating a trap, I get a boost die from being a kobold. I get a boost die to any skill check that involves traps. I've got my mechanics kit, so I got a boost die there. I automatically get a boost die on mechanics because kobold. So I've got 3 boost dice currently.
All right. Very good.
Ask for another.
You should ask for another, dude.
Because
your expertise, buddy. Come on.
Because
I'm
working with explosives. I'm going to flip a story point, so you get 3 story points on your side, 1 for mine.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I'm going to be spending 1 to upgrade. But because
it's your desire, man.
my specific field of mechanics is traps, and I will be using some
and it's
maybe
your desire
leftover,
to be the best at it, though, right?
maybe some leftover explosives, like maybe a missile or something from our peekaboo. I get a boost die because I'm using some very good materials that I know well.
Nice.
All right, fine, yes. Next one.
So I'm looking at 2 yellow, 4 blue, 1 red, 1 purple.
If you ask for the boost dice, you might forget. Especially with your GM is half drunk. Or completely lit.
Oh, you're not all drunk by now? Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Damn it.
completely
I thought for
Anything
sure
else?
we'd have had you on the sauce with that role playing we were doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, my whiskey bottle is empty now. So
Anything else to the dice pool?
I don't think so.
Ask for another one. No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
That'd be asking for too much.
Oh.
4 success,
Woohoo!
4 advantage.
Oh.
All right.
That's
So you
awesome.
only have 2. So 4 more. There we go. So 6.
Nice.
And 4 advantages. So you do manage to set some of those traps in advance. You can have a delayed fuse whenever you want. And what do you want to do with your advantages?
With my advantages, I have the trap set up that I can have a detonator, which I will I will actually use another one of my talents here. Deep Pockets. Once per session, your character may use this talent to produce a small item but narratively useful item from their pockets, backpack, or similar receptacle. Less than 100 credits for 0 to 1 encumbrance. I'm going to say I just so happen to have a spare detonator on me that I can key this up to perfectly so that when I click it, it'll cause the explosive to go off, and use the advantages to basically make it so that they can't tell it was hooked up to a detonator.
Ah, very good. Very good.
And maybe here's something. You have placed these explosions up there, the explosives up there so well that as long as the shuttle is in the area center of all these explosions, it'll be a complete destruction of the shuttle. You won't be able to identify. Basically no evidence left. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
With it. You know what I mean? Because she won't be on there. Maybe nobody else will either. I don't know what we're gonna do with the extra people. We'll get everybody off of there. I don't know.
That's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
yeah, I'll spend the advantage to do that as well.
All
I
right.
can do both.
Yeah, sounds good. All right,
Just
so we
my
got
thought.
6 successes out of 10. All right.
Sweet. I'll be doing piloting. I'll be piloting the peekaboo into the area. And
All right.
is that piloting, or do you want me to do the stealth to hide it?
Oh. Well, are you trying to hide it?
Yeah, we're trying to have it hidden on station nearby to get her when she goes EVA.
Okay, well, that would be stealth then.
Okay. All right. Then I'll be rolling stealth.
Yes.
And I will be flipping a player story point.
Right.
I guess I can't. You'll have to do it for me.
Okay.
Not letting me.
No problem.
Yeah, doesn't let me either.
Okay. So what's my difficulty? 2 average for a piloting check? Or
Yep.
stealth check?
Average. Yep. It's part of the. Just check the Peekaboo Explorer ship.
Does the peekaboo have any bonuses to stealth maneuvers?
That's what I'm checking to see here.
Gosh, with a name like peekaboo, I sure hope she does.
Well, this one is, yes, modified, so with some baffling technology a little bit. So give yourself a boost dice.
Yay! All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
I'm good on my end.
That's the first failed check. It is 0 successes with a threat.
But with a threat. All right.
So peekaboo doesn't really hide well. So maybe, yeah.
Right. So the captain's piloted out there, but you.
I'm
So
leading
far-
it. I'm guiding. It's our plan, so I'm guiding them, telling them where to go. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So he's guided it. He's stationary. Nothing else has happened bad to it. But I'll bank that threat. Story-wise, not a problem. I've got a few ideas. No problem there. All right.
Round 1.
That
Damn it.
was round 1. So by the end of round 2, if the 10 successes haven't been met, something will happen no matter what. I've got an idea, but if you do manage, I'll modify you'll succeed maybe in doing what you want. Of course, this is not a round that just lasts like 6 seconds. This could be a couple of hours.
Right.
All right, so we'll.
I think I'll go next.
Wait, over. Yeah, go ahead.
We're starting a new round, right? I'll go first this round, and my stealth check is going to be performing that ambush on the shuttle, because I'm the only one on the shuttle with her, the other, what do you call it, passengers or whatever, to take out the guard or guards. So kind of preparing that ambush, doing a stealth check.
Okay.
To get the drop on them, basically, to take the guards down for the prison, quote unquote, prison break off the shuttle, if you will.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I've got a yellow, 2 green, 2 blue. So my strength is that I'm adaptable.
Yes.
to this situation of never really being in this situation before. Well, I have. I've been able to stealth and, ambush people all over. I'm just kind of adapting it from, instead of ambushing my older brothers and my uncle in the woods in my backwater planet, guards instead with rock salt and a fucking shotgun. God damn it. So do I get boost die?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
All that for boost die. And you're half drunk.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do anything to this pool?
Yeah, might as well. I've got 3 story points on my side. I'll flip one and upgrade your check.
All right. So yellow, 2 green, a blue, a red, and a purple.
All right.
All right, here we go. Yes, 1 more success and an advantage.
All right. So we got 1 more success. Got 7. All right. So with.
And I think with that, that advantage, I'm going to pass it off to the next player to go, because I'm able to send a burst transmission, either my comm link or from the co-pilot's chair or whatever, or maybe from my data pad that Hatru set up. We're able to coordinate my ambush with whatever they're doing, right? To kind of, we're getting close kind of thing. And it'll be a boost die to somebody's next check, whoever goes next. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
For that. Like they know I'm close. I'm able to let them know I'm close, and that'll help them or something.
All right.
So.
I've used some of the threat that you guys have generated the last couple of checks. And on the, let's say, opposition side, they've failed, but they also, that's an advantage and a triumph. So whatever you're doing, they're not sure exactly what's going on, but they have an inkling that something bad's going down, and they're a bit more on alert, but they're not totally aware of what exactly or where you guys are.
Okay.
I will automatically add a setback dice on the next 2 checks for this round.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Hatru and Cookie. Who's next?
Yep.
Well, I convinced the captain, since the ship is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb out here in this asteroid field. I convinced him to sit off in a holding pattern, and instead, I'll stay in the area in an EVA suit
okay.
and collect her that way.
Right.
Well, that's going to require me to wait for hours in an EVA suit.
Right.
That sounds like a resilience check to me.
Yeah, resilience. Yeah, definitely sounds plausible, or discipline, but I think resilience would be definitely possible. A couple of extra oxygen tanks just in case.
Yep, I'll do the resilience, and I'll take. So this, what's the difficulty? It's not one of our skills on the list, so
it would be hard.
Okay. And a setback die or 2, you said, for me?
One setback dice. I basically do setback dice for, but one for each check. Let's say you and the next character going. So Hatru.
Okay. And
so you got 2 story points on your side and 2 on mine. So.
Oh, I'm definitely not an EVA kind of guy. So I'm gonna try and count on a lot of luck here. So I'll spend a character story point, please.
All right, no problem. Go ahead. Upgrade that. I'm not spending one on my end. I am not.
Here we go. It's 2 yellow, 2 green, 3 purple, and a black. I had a single success, 3 threat, and a triumph.
Triumph. All right. So now you're at 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. Getting close.
So because I'd like my triumph to be, because I am the size, even though I'm big, I'm still only the size of a living being, and I do not show up on any sensors.
Right.
You
So
look like a
stealth.
fucking asteroid.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Small asteroid.
A very small piece of debris that was ejected from the peekaboo.
I'm sitting out here, not under thrust, just sitting out here in an EVA suit, waiting
Right.
for a shuttle so that I can catch someone who goes EVA and kind of maneuvering thruster them away before an explosion goes off.
What your EVA suit does have one of those Monarch flight systems. So
Oh,
basically,
good.
very short butterfly kind of wings, but that will work even in the vacuum of space. So almost like a jet kind of thing.
Excellent.
It's techno magic. The threat, though, is that, of course, when you exited the ship, you may have emitted a bit more energy along one of the spectrums than expected.
Okay.
Hatru, your turn.
Gesundheit.
Yes.
I am going to make a deception check. My goal is to basically start leaking out rumors and lies to the guards that there's a riot planned on this day, at this time, at this location, just so that their attention will be more focused on that, not the other thing going on.
All right.
Nice.
Very good. Yeah. The network. Go ahead.
And we said that that was part of the skills, so it's only average difficulty.
I will flip
I do have a setback.
to hack the prison system, but I'll still give you a boost dice because it's a good idea.
All right. I'm gonna spend a point because
Do it. It's important.
I'm a shady little kobold.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at 1 yellow, 3 green, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
Right. That's cool.
Another rainbow.
Yes.
You got this.
Ooh.
Taste the rainbow.
2 successes, 1 threat, 1 triumph.
Oh,
Yes!
holy triumphs, guys. Is that our 10?
Yeah, that's our 10.
That's our 10
Nice.
successes.
Woohoo.
All right. So you managed to get off, maybe some explosions that blow up the shuttle while, the crew aboard managed to escape in the pods or whatever. Maybe the Triumph, no one actually dies, but at least you get Lucina to in the proper trajectory towards Rungo.
Cool.
Sweet.
And
the
Udo is actually going to take the one of the pods in. So because we didn't quite get to that point, did he knock out the guards or whatever? Or I'm just thinking, would he have gone with the guards? Knocked them out? I don't know.
To you. I'll leave that up to you if you want to. If you want to make the roll and just see how well, even though you succeeded, you can still see if you can add even more to the narrative, to what you were aiming at.
Well, let's see here.
Your range combat or melee combat or whatever one. If you're knocking them out with the butt of your gun
Or shoot them or something.
or shoot them on stun.
So the plan was for you to leave with her,
Yeah.
and basically be written off as one who was.
You know what? That's what it'll be. I think we would basically, her and I would try and tell everybody to eject, right?
Right.
Get everybody off first,
Malfunction.
right? And the malfunction, I'm up, we're both flying it. I'm up in the co-pilot seat with them. Get everybody off. Once everybody's off, then we sneak away, go behind, where you are, and able to get us both off, and then it explodes. Okay, that's perfect. I don't have to roll anything. Yeah, that's good. All right, perfect.
Yeah,
and we're off.
Maybe the actual
I like
cockpit acts like an escape pod itself.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work. No, Well, yeah, or we probably want it all intact.
Right.
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Because you're the only one with Lucina in the ship. The other two guys are aboard the Peekaboo.
Yeah, and we get to Cookie there, and he
Yeah.
gets us. We get to the ship, back to the ship.
Right.
And then she autopilot, and then the autopilot is set to kind of go into the explosion zone, and
Yeah, the captain
destroyed.
manages to capture the little escape pod with you and Lucina on it,
Mhm.
and Rungo, with all the explosion going on, little dust and stuff. And yeah, you head out system and teleport out. Starcaster activates,
Who do you?
and you're not sure, but the captain says, "I'm not sure, but some other ship may have just been at the periphery of the explosion on the opposite side. It may have left the prison as well. It may have been on a search pattern. I don't know if it detected us, but there was another ship out there as you teleport out.
Well then.
Some of the accumulated threat and stuff, but
Gotcha.
not enough, I guess, to get any more than that.
So, Lucina, does this look like me, or does this look like him from like a side picture?
It is me. I promise. It's me. It's
Show her this fucking badge, damn it! That's my medal.
It's me. It's just got a lens flare on it.
Do you plan on keeping it as a collector's item? You're not a prison guard. You know that, right?
No, but it's kind of shiny and I don't know, kind of little remember thing, you know.
Well, you know where it is anytime you need it.
Well, that's true. But who knows? He might incorporate it or melt it down into something. Who the fuck knows? It might be part of one of his traps.
I do wonder if it would be good material for explosive.
Or conductor. Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? I could use it as a trigger plate for mine.
All right, guys. So we'll call that session 1, chapter 1, the breakout.
Very nice.
Awesome.
I want to break free. I want to break free.
Yeah, you probably want to
Anyone
break
wants me
free
to
from
stop
us as
singing?
players.
Yeah, everyone.
Probably.
Any listener who wants me to stop singing, just send some listener feedback and say, Stefan, stop singing, please. Stop mangling the Queen song.
All right. Shall
He is sitting in his grave.
All right. Shall we end this thing then?
Yes, and give yourself 20 XP to all of you.
Excellent.
Woohoo! Nice.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. That was session 1 of our Dragonstar actual play being run by Stefan there. And you called this what? The Breakout? The name of that session?
Yep, pretty much.
Awesome.
The whole title is like Between a Rock and a Hard Place, but this one.
Oh, that's right.
Is the Breakout.
Yes. So the adventure is Between a Rock and a Hard Place, and this adventure is the Breakout. So lots of fun role playing that Tony and I very rarely get to do together. So thank you for running. And Sean, actually, all three of us. I think this is one of the few times all three of us have been able to role play together. Maybe the first time. I don't know. But thanks for running, Stefan. That was awesome. And then, like we said at the top of the show, we'll have the links in the show notes for the Warhammer Fantasy conversion for Genesys that the folks over at who did that again?
It's called The Old World, Grim and Perilous.
Yep, we'll have those links in the show notes for you. So look for that.
Excellent.
Thanks for joining us, Sean. Again, that was awesome.
Yes, thank you.
It's always fun to join.
And true.
I like the character. I like the way I made him.
And
Nice voice for that little guy too.
it took me 5 minutes to figure out a voice for him.
Seems so easy.
And I don't often get to role play a character when playing a game with my dad, but when I do, we can get some fun shenanigans. We've done it before, and it's always fun to do.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm glad I was able to be part of that as well and allow you to play that character.
Yeah, thanks for running tonight, Steph. I had fun, and
me too.
I've always enjoyed the Dragonstar setting, and definitely I like where this is going.
Nice.
So if you want to reach out to us, contact us at findingthenarrativepodcast@gmail.com. You can get a hold of Stefan and I at Facebook, Finding the Narrative. You can get a hold of all three of us on Mayway still, Finding the Narrative, and Twitter, like Stefan is over there just hovering, waiting to be talked to at FTN _Genesys. You can reach out or you can listen to us on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify. And I'm not going to mention anymore because I have looked at the demographics of our listener, where they get their podcasts from. And 71% of you get it from Apple Podcasts. So there's a few others, but Apple Podcasts and iTunes are pretty much the number one place where people go to. So
Cool.
That being said, this is Tony saying, let's tell a story and spend the story point.
And this is Stefan saying, dare to ask for those boost dice like all of my fellow players have been doing. And granting them because, players.
And this is Chris saying, remember the rule of cool. Hide all your little accommodations from your little fucking Kobo friends so they don't steal them from you. And just have fun.
Good night.
Good night.
Adios.
Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast, is not affiliated with or endorsed by any companies mentioned on this show. Any of the products mentioned on our show or appear on our website are the property and copyright of their respected owners. All items are used under fair use and educational and review purposes. All other items are the intellectual property of Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast. Copyright
2022.
All rights reserved.